I thought I would share some of the work that we have done in our own home to our own heating and cooling system. We just recently upgraded from the original furnace to a Rheem 2-stage variable speed blower, which means that 75% of the time the furnace will operate at the lower stage, which is 60% of the rating, unless the thermostat is not satisfied within a 15-minute period. Then it would kick into the full rating of the furnace. And with having the variable speed blower, it gives you a more even temperature throughout the house, being that the blower runs longer. Not that it costs you more money, because it is actually a DC blower motor and is more efficient than a blower motor from even 5 years ago. To our left here is an Aprilaire electronic air cleaner. It's the Model 5000, which has a MERV rating of 16, which is similar to what you would find in a hospital setting. Very simple to clean and take care of. I swap the filter out once a year. Above my filter is the head unit for our Aprilaire humidifier, which is fully automatic. As you can see right now, we currently have 45% relative humidity throughout our house. Being that the air is flowing across the sensor now, it has an accurate reading. If it was in the off position, usually it shows a lower reading. With this head unit, there's also a temperature sensor outside that measures the temperature changes out there, and that adjusts how the humidifier is controlled inside the house. Normally, you would see the copper lines coming out of the front of the furnace for the line set going to your air conditioner, but at our house it worked better by changing it around to the backside. On the backside here, you can see your typical cased evaporator coil along with the line set, which we always bend our line sets with tubing benders rather than hand forming like some people will do. It just gives it a cleaner look when you can measure and get your 45-degree angle that offsets and keep everything nice, clean, and neat. Above the coil, we have a sheet metal transition that we made in our sheet metal shop, and also our Aprilaire humidifier. And how this works is the supply side air blows through a pad that is wetted down through a tray above it, and the air flows through the 6-inch galvanized pipe to the return and right back through the furnace and then throughout our duct system in the house. Below the air filter housing and also the takeoff for the humidifier is a UV light. The UV light works at sterilizing the air basically. Anything that's flowing through the air, dust mites, bacteria, viruses, it kills once it passes through that blue light. There's also a catalyst that is activated by the blue light that helps absorb odors traveling throughout our house. And not very long before replacing all of this, I replaced our original water heater that lasted 20 years for us. This is a Rheem 50-gallon power vented water heater that is plenty big for a family of 4 or 5 along with a spa tub. And again, this should last us a good 20 years. As you can see, all of our things are anchored well. We like to keep things nice and neat with clamps. Our drain lines are nice and level, vertical, even along the furnace. And the same thing with our wiring. All of our low voltage wiring for the thermostat, the humidifier, air cleaner, and also I have a second UV light. It's a Rheem Halo LED version of a UV light that does pretty much the same thing the other one does. I was just fortunate enough to come across one and wanted to try it out. This is a new construction job that we finished recently. The furnace is a Rheem 2-stage variable speed blower furnace, and this home is paired with an heat pump because they are on LP. This will save the homeowner a considerable amount of money. Between the furnace and the return drop, we have a media filter that at most will have to be replaced twice a year. Up here we have an Aprilaire humidifier. Everything looks nice and neat. And this will actually be controlled by the Rheem EcoNet thermostat that is located upstairs. Back up so you can see more of the ductwork. Get over here, show you everything is nice and neat. The way we offset it, we were able to continue the duct line in a nice straight line all the way to the end of the home. All of our return panning and all of our supply runs are taped at every joint like they're supposed to be. And that black hose there coming down is makeup air from outside for the water heater. If any of this interests you, please give us a call at Kearns Mechanical, where our motto is, anything worth doing is worth doing right.